In this video, we're going to talk about how to calculate the perimeter of a semicircle given the radius of that object. So let's begin with a picture. A semicircle is basically half of a circle, and the radius is the distance between the center of the circle and any point on the circle. So this would be the radius of the circle. And we know that the radius of the circle is 8 inches. Now what we need to do is calculate the perimeter of the semicircle. That's basically the distance that wraps around the entire figure. So how can we calculate the perimeter of a semicircle? Well, we need to break it up into parts. First, we need to be familiar with the circumference of a circle. The circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi r, and it is the distance or the perimeter around that circle. So if the circumference of an entire circle is 2 pi r, what is the circumference of a semicircle or half a circle? Well, in that case, the circumference will be just half of 2 pi r, or simply pi r. And then this part here is just the diameter, which is twice the radius. So the perimeter of a semicircle is equal to the diameter, which is this part, plus half of the circumference of a circle, which is pi times r. And the diameter is 2 times the radius. So it's going to be 2r plus pi times r. And if you want to, you can factor out the radius. So you can say that the perimeter is going to be the radius times pi plus 2. So let's use that formula to get the answer. The radius in this example is 8 inches. Pi, if you want to convert that to a decimal, is approximately 3.14159, and then plus 2. So add in these two numbers. That's going to be 5.14159. Multiplying that by 8, we get a perimeter that is approximately 41.1 inches. So that's how we can calculate the perimeter of a semicircle. Now what about this problem? What is the perimeter of a semicircle with an area of 100.531 square centimeters? So feel free to pause the video and work on that example. So let's rewrite the formula for calculating the perimeter. So we said that it's equal to the radius of the semicircle times pi plus 2. Now we're given the area of the semicircle. So we could use that to calculate the radius. The area of a semicircle is 1/2 pi r squared. So we have an area of 100.531. Pi is 3.14159, and then we can calculate r. So first, let's multiply 3.14159 by 0.5. So that's 1.570795. And then let's isolate r squared by dividing both sides by this number. So on the right, these two numbers will cancel, giving us r squared. On the left, it's going to be 100.531 divided by 1.570795. And that is 64. Now we could take the square root of both sides. The square root of 64 is 8. So the radius is about 8 centimeters. Now we could take this answer and plug it into this formula. So the radius is 8 centimeters, and then we can multiply by pi plus 2. So if you want an exact answer, it would be 8 pi plus 16. You distribute 8 to pi and to 2 as well. So this would be the exact answer for the perimeter of the circle. But let's get a decimal answer. So instead of using pi, I'm going to use 3.14159. And it turns out that this problem is going to be the same as the last one. 5.14159 times 8 gives us the same answer of 41.1 centimeters. What are the chances of that? So that's it for this video. Now you know how to calculate the perimeter of a semicircle.